Hello and welcome to the Path of Least Resistance. I am Versailles. Today we're going to do challenges 37 through 48 of the September 2025 monthly challenges. To begin with, we have challenge 37. This is Gangplank and Swain. Special rules are failure discount and hemorrhage. Round end, deal 1 to the player's nexus for each unit the foe has. For this I'm going to be using Fiddlesticks, Double Chameleon's Necklace, and Chemtech Duplicator. If you have Echoing Spirit, obviously that's better. And I don't know, doesn't super matter what you take. If you can find a mana gem, that's great. If not, let's take whatever. Anything that can just do ping damage is fine. This has a mana gem, so we'll take it. No point in getting Farsight Alteration on Fiddle, doesn't do anything. Power Riff on Crowstorm is great. That is mainly what we're going to try to cast, and Double Time Watch as well. We go into Gangplank, whose power is the Saltwater Scourge. Round start, the foe summons a Powder Keg. The first time the foe starts a round with less than 15 health, they create a Dreadway in hand. Start by dropping Shallow's Siren. If you don't have the extra mana gem, you can drop Lurking Nightmare instead, or play Reap. Maybe do both. And Lurking Nightmare here, and False Friend. I'll draw us another Crowstorm. Could have been another Reap, either way is fine. A Crowstorm here. The more cards we remove, the higher chance we have of getting Fiddlesticks. Which is why we use Double Chameleon's Necklace, just to increase that probability. Take Overwhelm. And at the champion item chest, you have two choices. You can double up on your main champion because you're guaranteed to draw it, or you can just get more on Fiddlesticks, which I find to be generally better. Because more copies means more likelihood to get one. And we go into Swain, whose power is Suffer. Round start, deal 3 to all the player's damage units. Play False Friend, and then we can Reap here. So Reap is good because it has Pyromantic Wake on it, which does damage, and then damage triggers Terrify. Just pass. And hit with the Crowstorm, see if we can get into a Fiddlesticks. If we don't, we just attack. And we can go ahead and Reap this unit as well. Dread Harvester will get rid of Swain. And of course the game is won. If it wasn't, we would play Double Crowstorm, just getting rid of all of their units and also all of their deck. Challenge 38 is Nautilus and Lee Sin. Special rules are animated armor, all units have formidable and withstand. Round start, grant the foe's units +0/+1. Same Fiddlesticks again, same relics, Double Chameleons, and Chemtech Duplicator. And for support, like I said last time, you're going to want something with a mana gem if you can get it, but clicking through and checking what things have is kind of annoying, so I'm just going to take LeBlanc here. And we're going to be looking for, generally speaking, upgrades to Crowstorm. You can take Fiddle with Scout, that's probably pretty good. Go into Nautilus, whose power is All Will Drown. When any unit dies, heal the foe's Nexus 1, and the foe tosses 1 if they aren't deep. can drop Shallow's Siren here. Basically, you just want to terrify as much as possible. They can do that by swarming. Or by playing cards like Crowstorm or Shallow's Siren. And our units are full, which is actually kind of bad. So if we can kill one here, that'd be good. That way if Fiddlesticks comes up, he'll go onto the board directly instead of into our hand. That didn't work out for us, so we're just going to Crowstorm here and attack. Weird that we still haven't seen one. Take Shadow Totem there, that actually doesn't do anything. Should have taken Radiant Plate Armor. Get rid of Bloody Business and go into Lee Sin, whose power is always listening. When the foe attacks, they create 2 Resonating Strikes in hand. They cost 0. And drop Lurking Nightmare, and then also False Friend. Gives us a nice little attack here. If we block here, we'll just lose the unit because he gets barrier from the Resonating Strikes. We'll Reap here. And we finish him off, hopefully. We don't. That's okay, we got Fiddlesticks on board. We are in Chemtech now. We'll just Crowstorm. Create out a unit to kill theirs. And this attack wins. If not, we still had a bunch of Crowstorm that we could have played, either defensively or to get rid of the rest of their deck, which is very thinned out. Challenge 39 is Draven. We're using Fiddlesticks again. Special rules are Bandle Magic. Game start, the player summons a Bandle Tree, Vicious Enemy, and Hemorrhage. Round end, deal 1 to the player's Nexus for each unit the foe has. Bandle Tree is annoying because it fills up your hand a little bit, which can hurt you when you're getting the extra nightmares into your hand. But aside from that, should be okay. Using Double Chameleon's Necklace and Chemtech Duplicator, as we've been using. I honestly don't care what I'm taking here, just take Yuumi. And we'll go for the champion item chest. Skip there. Champion item chest. We could take Farsight on Yuumi, not sure it matters too much. Elusive on Fiddlesticks sounds fun. We go to Draven, whose power is God Among Gladiators. Round end, foe summons a Draven if they don't have one. When Draven attacks, he gets +1/+0 and double attack. Since we started with a Crowstorm in hand, and because we have the 5-star which gives us that extra mana, we can just go ahead and skip this round. Actually, this is a good Reap because it'll kill both of the things that are about to attack us. And we'll play Shallow Siren here. And this is all elusive, so we attack. Pass. And I think we just Crowstorm here. And this attack should win. Challenge 40 is Kai'Sa and Gangplank. Special rules are Lingering Shadows. When a unit dies, grant a random unit in that player's hand +1/+0, and enemies of Demacia will fall. Game start, the foe summons a Grand Plaza, so that'll boost Kai'Sa. For this we're using Lux Illuminated with Dreams of Yordles, Tempest Blade, and Crown Guard Inheritance. Fear Cleaving Axe is way better than Dreams of Yordles, so if you have that, you're going to want to use that. For support, you want low cost units. Something like Volibear's Prophet with Crystal Carrier is actually probably too expensive. So we could take this Crimson Disciple with Power Riff. I think that's actually fine. Although the rest of the kit doesn't do too much. Might be worth just re-rolling. Although that re-roll did not help us. And kinda neither did this one. Dredge Treasures is fine, I guess. I don't want to keep spending re-rolls. Cost reduction on Lumino Sprite is amazing. Draw a champion on form up just in case we don't draw. And sure, why not, we'll take Iceborne Gauntlet on Vanguard Defender. We can't afford a champion power anyway. And we go into Kai'Sa, whose power is Rapid Evolution. Round start, the foe grants each of their units +1/+1 and a random keyword. Start with Lumino Sprite and Lux, which is basically everything we want. We're going to pass here because they're going to have Challenger on all their units. Then we're going to Lumino Sprite on the Lux, and Jero on the Lux, and then drop Lumino Sprite and our Vanguard Defender. This is plenty of units now. We'll drop Lux here, and we're going to use Lux, boosting the Lumino Sprite, boosting the Vanguard Defender. So level us up, stun all the enemies, give us rally. We don't have to lose Jaro here, we can just Prismatic Barrier. And we Lumino Sprite on our Lux. Easy win. Five-star power really helps to get set up a little bit earlier. But if not, I mean, it's still not too bad. Cut a card, usually just your most expensive card. We go into Gangplank, whose power is the Saltwater Scourge. Round start, the foe summons a Powder Keg. The first time the foe starts the round with less than 20 health, summon the Dreadway. So we want to make sure that we're not leaving him under 20 health. So we didn't draw Lumino Sprite this time, so it's going to be a little bit worse. I think we're still okay to just take this damage. And we're going to Jaro on Lux. And we'll drop a Dredgers. We could drop 2, but I kind of want to preserve my mana here. Drop Lux. Deal 3 seems fine. Doesn't kill me. So we'll use Form Up, then we'll attack. Not quite enough to level. I can just pass. Then Prismatic Barrier. We could use Incandescence. Just reduce the amount of damage we're taking there. Drop this tree sprites. Then when we attack, it's gonna stun everything. Give us rally. Challenge 41 is Ezreal. For this reason, LeBlanc's special rules are Power of Observation, game start, all players summon a Hextech Observatory, and Gathering Storm. When the foe's units attack, stun the player's weakest unit and the foe draws 1. Relics are Double Stalker's Blade and Guardian Angel. Could just use triple Stalkers, but sometimes with LeBlanc's low hit points, she can just be kind of removed from the game, so. I'll take Irelia. And I think I'd prefer Champion Item Chest to Fae Guide. Black Cleaver is the best thing you can get. Farsight Alteration is also good. And I rolled past everything that could have been more useful than what we end up with, and that's fine. And we go into Ezreal, whose power is Target Practice. If those spells cost 1, round start, create a fleeting static shock in the opponent's hand. If they're leveled, create a fleeting True Shot Barrage instead. So we can cast our first spell for free, but if we don't put anything down, they'll kind of just burn their static shock without killing one of our units, which is ideal. I'm gonna play House Spider here, and we're gonna attack. Sharpen Resolve, get rid of the Ezreal. They might attack here, yeah. Need Sharpen Resolve to keep one of our spiders alive. We can Bloody Business. Not super necessary, but why not? I do want to play LeBlanc, but I want them to play a card first. I'd like them to play 2 cards first, but I don't think they're going to, so.
Give me a weapon, I'll give it firepower.
Stun one of the units. They attack, it's fine, we'll just Sharpen Resolve. And we could get rid of this unit. I think still not leveled up yet. Ribbon Dancer will put us over then. Now we have access to Mirror Image, which should make the rest of the fight a little bit smoother. I suspect they're going to Static Shock these 2 units, so I can kind of just wait for that. That does 4, this will bring us up to 5. And we're going to Mirror Image. And we're going to Mirror Image again. And we're going to attack. We drop leveled up Ezreal. We'll Mirror Image that too. Urban Resolve for the True Shot. And we drop Irelia. Defiant Dance. And unfortunately, we can't afford Mirror Image. So we get hit by Ezreal. And we lose Irelia. Mirror Image. Attacking might have just won the game there. Mine LeBlanc is pretty safe, but the games are a little bit long there. Challenge 42 is Misfortune. Special rules are Blinking Flames. All spells and skills deal 1 extra damage and Sovereign's Domination. Round start, the foe summons an ephemeral copy of the player's strongest follower that died last round. So technically you shouldn't use Misfortune on this, but I like mirror matches. And we're using Archangel's Staff, Grand General's Counterplan, and Luden's Tempest. Reason you shouldn't is because they're going to get an extra Powder Monkey every round. I'm going to take Ari for no particular reason. And we're going to go towards this champion item chest. Looking for cost reduction. Plus 2 damage on double up actually isn't bad. I'm fine taking that. And at the champion item chest, not sure what I'm looking for. Cost reduction, I guess. Shadow Totem actually wasn't bad. Take quick attack, it's good enough. We go into Misfortune, whose power is Boarding Party. When the foe's units attack, they deal 1 to the There's Nexus and 1 to each battling unit. Keep double up in hand.
I'm one of the good guys, but not
So we're gonna get attacked here, and I think that's fine.
set sail.
We can double up. If you have a 6-star and you do it in combat, it'll do a bunch of extra damage. Here we drop Crack Shot and Misfortune. And we attack. And we win next round. Make it rain and make it rain. Challenge 43 is Fizz. Special rules are embraced at current. When the player plays a spell, they reveal 1 spell mana. And iterative enhancements. Round start, the foe summons the next turret. For this we're using Nami with double Grand General's Counterplan and Chemtech Duplicator. If you have Echo and Spirit, you should just use that instead. You can also use Chosen by the Stars. Take Scion, kinda like that kit. And at the champion item chest, I think Shadow Totem's actually fine. You go into Fizz, whose power is Mercurial Nature. Round start, the foe creates in hand a fleeting spell that costs 3 or less from their regions. It costs 1 less. I think I re-roll everything just to make sure we get Nami. And we're gonna pass here. Can't really do anything till we get Nami on the board, and we want her on the board during our attack. Play Lonely Boro. We could attack for 2 here. If they block, we kill a unit. It's pretty good. And we can Roar of the Slayer, get rid of Fizz. We can basically play an infinite amount of spells. I'm gonna play Coral Creatures to draw a spell, and we're gonna save that for next round. So we're just gonna eat whatever damage is coming at us this round. Now we drop Nami. Maybe last round was better usage, because then we would have had the Grand General's Counterplan active. And I don't even have a burst spell to play to keep her alive. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Drop Otterpuss, that'll give us 2 pranks. This has gone terribly. Guess I just eat the damage. Probably fine.
Follow my song to safer harbor.
Drop Abyssal Guard here. And we'll play 1 spell, 2 spell, 3 spell, 4 spell. We need more Fizz to kill him. Drop an Abyssal Guard. Obviously we're in a terrible situation because I messed up the beginning. Basically losing. Not actually sure we can salvage this. That probably would have won me the game. But we'll just restart, it's fine. So what I did wrong there was not have spells that I could play. And yeah, that was mostly what I did wrong there. Gonna pass. We're gonna pass. Gonna take damage. We're gonna pass. Gonna drop Nami. Gonna play Answered Prayer. Then we're gonna ransom riches. I think Pesky Spectre doesn't actually help us that much right now. That's okay. We're going to play Ebb and Flow. Ebb and Flow. Ebb and Flow. Eventually this guy will cost 1. Play Ebb again. Or 0, I guess. And we'll Flow. Ebb and Flow. Can't afford Playful Trickster. We can do more powder. Drop a Reborn Grenadier. And an Octopus. Play Ebb and Flow again. And we're gonna have to Ebb and Flow here just to get rid of one of their units, then we can attack and win the game. That took entirely too long. Challenge 44 is Irelia. Special rules are Nautical Nuisance, round start refill all players' spell mana, and Withstand, round start grant the foes units +0/+1. We actually probably do a lot with Nautical Nuisance. Something like Mel, Lux, I don't know, a lot of choices. We're using Yasuo though, with Everfrost, Crown Guard Inheritance, and Tempest Blade. Could use Guardian Angel, doesn't really matter. And doesn't really matter. Champion item chest, you want maybe Overwhelm? Fury's okay. Spell Shield isn't bad. Who are we fighting? Irelia. Doesn't really matter so much on Irelia. Stick Shadow Totem. I think maybe Regen is something I would have considered there. Hit cost reduction on Yone, and we'll go into Irelia, whose power is Infinite Blade Waltz. When the foe blade dances, they grant their strongest unit +1/+1, and it attacks with the blades. I think Black Cleaver would have been good. We had a couple plus stat things that I could have taken as well. Want to make sure you have a stun in hand. And ideally you have a Blade Twirler as well. We were just going to stun Irelia here. We can play Flawless and attack anyway.
Align around me.
We'll just send her back to her hand. It will Steel Tempest one of the blades. Gonna drop Frozen Thrall here. We'll drop Irelia. We'll drop double Yasuo. I guess we attack.
Where they fall, freedom grows.
I think she will probably play another card.
Shoulders set, blades sharpened. Plant that lead foot. Don't worry, I've danced this 100 times.
And we'll drop Yone. She can still Flawless. We did rally here. Challenge 45 is Fiora. Special rules are Die and Laughing. Game start, all players summon a 0/10 Phantom Prankster. And welcome to the Murder Bridge. Game start, the foe summons a Howling Abyss. For this, we are using Kindred. Weird that that button did that. With Guardian Angel and double Stalkers. For support, we can take, doesn't really matter. Kinda want this mana gem, so we'll take that. Get at the grave position. And here, Farsight Alteration is actually fine. I accidentally hit that button one too many times. Cost reduction is also good. I'll take that. Go into Fiora, whose power is Time to Duel. When the foe attacks, if their unit has challenge, when the foe's unit challenge, when one of the foe's allies challenges an enemy, give the ally +1/+1 and tough this round. I was never gonna get that. So because we have the Phantom Prankster, we're gonna be doing just a ton of extra damage that we normally wouldn't have access to. I still want to summon as many prey as possible. And then it's kind of fine to throw these guys away. Don't really do anything. And I'm actually going to mask another one of them. Every unit we kill does damage to the Nexus. And with Fiora on board, we just pass. She attacks, we can Spirit Journey her, but actually it is often better to Spirit Journey your own unit. Mask Mother will lose a little bit of power off of that though. Drop Kindred. Actually didn't kill anything there. Every round these prey are alive, they do additional damage. I don't know how to feel about this, Swain. It's gonna be bad for me. I'll just... they passed. Okay. That works. Gonna attack with these guys, see how much damage we have stored up. I also need some board space. Of course they didn't block, why would they? And a Spirit's Journey on Kindred. Making a new Kindred. And then I can do something like... Black Spears. The board's just too full is the main issue. Okay, they did attack, which is great for me. Block like this. Doing just a ton of damage to the enemy Nexus. Seems like that's probably enough to win the game at this point. So, just do that. Challenge 46 is Viktor and Kai'Sa. Special rules are Frenzied Fighting. Players' units have +2/+2 round end to deal 2 to all the players' units. And Blade in Darkness round end. If the player's Nexus took damage this round, the foe's strongest unit strikes it. Using Lux Illuminated, Dreams of Yordles, Tempest Blade, and Crown Guard. Again, Fear Cleaving Axe is just way better than Dreams of Yordle. Fizz is low cost, we'll take that. And at the shop, ideally, we'd want some sort of cost reduction on Lux, probably. But we can take extra Lumino Spray, that's great. Don't hate Deathless, but we still have a lot of rerolls. Shadow Totem on Lux is fine. Then we go into Viktor, whose power is beyond mere flesh. The foe's units have +1/+1 for every keyword. So we didn't draw our champion, which is bad. Drop Lumino Sprite here. Barrier Fizz. And apparently they're already at 1, so this seems like it's going to work out just fine. Lumino Sprite, the real champion. Farsight Alteration, make sure we have Lux. Cut a card. Go into Kai'Sa, whose power is Rapid Evolution. Around start, the foe grants each of their units +1/+1 and a random keyword. And keep Fizz, get rid of everything else. Ideal was that we'd get a Lumino Sprite, but we did not. Gonna drop Fizz here. And Jaro. That's a bad block, he's gonna die now. Forgot about Frenzied Fighting. Drop Lux. We boost. That's not enough to rally, so we'll do that, which is yeah, we just attack again. Challenge 47 is Viego and Kai'Sa. Special rules are magic number. When the player draws a card, set its cost to 3 and fan favorite. Round start, give the foe's strongest unit +2/+0 and overwhelm this round. Using Volibear for this, Double Stalker's Blade and Curator's Gatebreaker. And Katarina's probably fine. At the shop, we could take something like Dawn and Dusk. That'd be kind of funny if we get it working well. Invocation draws a champion, make sure we have a champion. And I don't see anything else that's very good, so I'm just going to pick up that Dawn and Dusk for funsies. And we go into Viego, whose power is Sovereign's Domination. Round start, the foe summons an ephemeral copy of the player's strongest unit follower that died last round. Someday I'll be on a quiz show where they will just ask what all these powers are, and I'll get it like 50% right probably. We avalanche. Could drop Torkaz here, but if we do, we can't drop Volley next round. I'd prefer to drop Volley next round. If I pass, they're probably gonna pass. But I also don't want Volibear to get dead. And there's a lot of options for that. I'm gonna attack with everything here. Viego should come down. Weird that Viego didn't come down. Not sure what would be more appealing.
It's just a nick.
So all we have to watch out for here is something like Vengeance. Not too worried about it. And we'll take Quick Strike Blade, I think is fine. The healer we get rid of Berg. And we go into Kaisa, whose power is Rapid Evolution. Round start. Bows units get +1/+1 and a random keyword. Get a 3-cost Volibear from the magic number. And we're gonna pass. Drop Volibear. And attack again. Guys, I should come down here. Gonna hit her with Tarkaz. And can't. I mean, I guess we could finish her off with Stormbringer. Play another Tarkaz. Gives us a little safety on this. Make sure we win. And finally for this set, we have Challenge 48. This is Darius. Mercy Killings. Round end, kill all damaged units. Vicious enemy, rock too hard. Round start, deal 1 to all the player's units. And power overwhelming. Round end, grant the foe's units everywhere +1/+1. I think this is really hard. You have power overwhelming, which is something to be concerned about always. You have Darius, which hits you with his power hemorrhage. You have rock too hard, which round start damages all your units. And round end, you kill all those damaged units. So we're using Jinx with Scourge's Stash, Loose Cannon's Payload, and Guardian Angel. Should win in like 2 rounds that way. But I do think this is one to watch out for, because anything you play is just gonna die. Could maybe use like Tom Kench with Mormog's armor or something. But you do still have to worry about hemorrhage plus power overwhelming. They could get a lot of units on board potentially. Play Jury Rig, drop a Jinx. If you don't have the mana gem or sorcery, you'll have to wait an extra round to do that, but it's fine. Really doesn't make much of a difference. We attack here. And we'll drop some Dredger. Doesn't really matter too much what we do, just make sure you kill all the units. Our Jinx is gonna die here because of Mercy Killings. Then dies again to rock too hard. We just kill this Darius. If you don't have all of the bonuses for that, it'll take you a couple extra hits. But overall, it's not a big deal. Now we're just gonna keep passing. Kill any unit that shows up. Gonna pass here, let them attack. Next round we play double mountain goat and attack. So Guardian Angel is probably wrong there. I think you want Grand General's counterplan instead because of that round start rock too hard. Yeah. I think I am fairly confident in thinking that that is correct. Anyway, that is all for this set, 37 through 48 of the September 2025 monthly challenges. Didn't seem super complicated except for that last one, where even with a 6-star I almost ran out of steam because Guardian Angel was just the wrong choice. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anything else is really an issue. So, hope this helps. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.